rock it like rocket fuel.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is the NFL on E!
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And cuts it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, and whatever they said appears to have worked. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pass complete. Newton fighting his tight end, Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 3 catches, 60 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it's third and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. They go play action. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second and goal, Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Let's go, defense. Just get on the field, defense.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Check my 47. I don't think you got it, son.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Coming for you, son.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gun. You got tight. You got tight right there.
McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action now. Bridgewater gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
From just shy of midfield, Newton flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Davis, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw, Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Play fake. Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You.
To throw is Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Get ready.
And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's checking.
To throw again. Newton rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 37. Check 37. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
56, check 56. Me and you all day.
Bridgewater again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Bridgewater on first down. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they were hoping hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.